Guess what? It's showtime. Right at the last minute, my dog is like flipping out, needing to go out. So I was a couple seconds late, but that is good because we need to give people a moment to find us. And I'm going to do exactly that. So this is being broadcast live on YouTube as well as my Facebook business page. People are aware that it's happening tonight. So there will be some people joining us. So I do want to give them a moment to find us. And when you do, if you could let us know where you're watching from, or if you have any specific questions, that would be great. I always take a moment to see if I am showing up where I think I'm supposed to be showing up. So let's just look and make sure about that. Because I never know for sure. So hopefully, is there any activity? Yep, it is happening. Oh, goody. So yeah, going live on Facebook's been a little trickier these days. So be sure you say hi in the comments as you arrive. We've got so much to talk about tonight. I'm super, super excited. And yes, we're covering all of this, like what's up with these new products, or some of them have been around a while, but do they really work? How do I know which one I should be using? When do I use it? How do I use it? What order do I use them in? I don't know about you, but like the more choices I have, the less happy I am. I like to keep things simple. I'm not that person that wants like a bazillion options. I just want to kind of have it streamlined, laid out for me. So if you haven't met me yet, if we haven't gotten together before, I'm Michelle Fox, and you are on Michelle Fox Beauty Over 40. And we just love to chat about all things beauty when it comes to women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. And tonight we're specifically talking about wrinkle products. Now we are hearing about wrinkle limiters in addition to wrinkle fillers. And there are there's always been wrinkle creams and wrinkle serums. And you, here's a little tell for you. Oh, hi, Joyce. So I had to buy Band-Aids a couple days ago. I thought to myself, I'm going to really splurge and buy like name brand Band-Aid bandages. There had to have been, I want to say 100, but to be conservative, I'll say 50. There were so many bandages to choose from. I mean, different shapes, sizes, colors, the material that it was, made with. And for whatever crazy reason, I chose the one that had the sign that said, price reduced. When I got home and I really thought about it, I paid $10 for 60 bandages. Like, what was I thinking? I don't know. So I think I'm going to go back to the no name brand. But my point is that I find it very confusing. And I think most consumers do. Like, the more products that are available, especially if they seem like they all do the same thing. And so that's really the heart of what I want to get to tonight, is just kind of to clear up the confusion, really, because I get confused very easily. And as a matter of fact, not only do I get confused, but I need to really know what is the best product for me to use, because frankly, I'm not always super consistent with using products. I hate to admit it. I mean, that is my naughty confession. But nighttime, I'm just exhausted, and I just want to use the products that I really need to use so that I can just go to bed. So we are going to talk about 4 of what I think are some general categories for wrinkle products, but I do have specific products with me tonight. I am a Mary Kay beauty consultant, and so these are Mary Kay products, but I try to keep it general enough so that whatever brand you use, that you will get something out of this conversation. Okay. So we're going to talk about vitamin C serums, retinol, and then we're going to talk about something that's fairly new on the market, and that is what we call a wrinkle limiter, but it is a botanical extract that smooths fine lines and wrinkles in a way similar to Botox, or at least it has a similar effect. I'll get more in detail in a second. And then we'll talk also about wrinkle fillers. And there are different kinds of wrinkle fillers, but so I'm excited to tell you what makes ours special. So we're going to start with vitamin C serums. I also kind of want to lay it out like in the order that you would actually do it if you were to use all of them, which I'm not saying you should. So let's just start with vitamin C serums. So here's what I like about vitamin C serums. Usually they are, more affordable than some of the other options. It is a very thin, usually just comes out like in drops, literally. And so it's super easy to apply. You can just kind of rub it into both hands. You can put it on your face. You can put it on your décolletage. So it's lightweight. It doesn't sting. It's not super expensive. It doesn't matter what your skin type is. And it's not only going to address fine lines and wrinkles, but it addresses discoloration as well. So vitamin C serum to me is like a really great place to start. So let's say you have no additional wrinkle products in your routine. I think that would be a really great place to start. Now that is assuming that you have like a cleanser and a moisturizer. Like we at least need this. And nowadays, I want you to wrap your brain around this. Is that it is so easy to find age-fighting, age-defying, whatever you want to call it, skincare at any price point. All right. So you need to be cleansing and moisturizing no matter what. And so if you're going to take the time to do that, make sure it's got some age-fighting ingredients. Okay. So that is established. So the first thing, if I were you and had nothing in my repertoire, I would add a vitamin C serum. If you were to add everything I'm going to talk about tonight, this would be the first thing that you would do after you cleanse because it is so thin. You always go thinnest to thickest. So that is what I have to say about vitamin C. If you have any questions, let me know. So hi, Heather. Hi, Joyce. Anybody else, say hi in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have questions as we go along, okay? So the vitamin C serum, I think it's great for a lot of people. It's a great place to start. We're moving on. Let's talk about retinol. Retinol is interesting. It's an interesting animal. It is much more intense. And it is something that you put on all over, which is the same with vitamin C. So the vitamin C serum and retinol are for your whole face. The other two that we're going to talk about are for spot treatments. Retinol is basically, it's considered the gold standard of age-fighting skincare. And that's because it does so many things. Pretty much anything that aging skin is concerned about is addressed with retinol. Some of the hesitations about retinol are that it can be expensive. It does take some getting used to, so to speak. Okay. It can sting. And depending on the brand that you're using and the strength that you're using, you can have some side effects, some redness, itchiness, flakiness, that kind of stuff. But that's why it's really important that somebody that knows what they're talking about, can recommend the right protocol to you. But let's say you're using Mary Kay Clinical Solutions Retinol 0.5. This actually has like a retinization process laid out for you that tells you, how to acclimate, helps your skin acclimate to it. Okay. And as far as what does it do, it definitely takes it to a much higher level than the vitamin C, because we're talking, it's fighting the fine lines and wrinkles, discoloration, texture issues. It seeps in and it works from the inside out. So it's like much more thorough and more effective really than anything that had ever, been around. So it's like, everybody's like, ooh, everything about it is amazing. But like I said, it can be a little pricier and it's intense. Like it's a big deal. So for me, I'm telling you what, when I use this consistently, the results are amazing. The key word is consistently, because I've already confessed that my nighttime routine isn't always what what it should be. And so with the thing with retinol, if you're not consistent, it's really hard to get in a groove because your skin needs to acclimate to it. So you have to be committed to it. You need to use it the way it's intended to be used in order not just to see the results that you want, but so that you can. So, okay, for example, so if I use it and I get my skin acclimated to it, and then for 2 weeks, I'm just in a funk and I don't use it at all, it's like starting from ground zero. Then I have to go through the whole acclimation process all over again. I can't just slap it on my face and call it good. So it's you just have to know what you're dealing with. Okay. So do I think it's an amazing product? Yes. Do I think it's for everyone? I would say, if you're not having any issues like with discoloration yet, I'd probably hold off. I know my young daughters in their 20s use it. Young people today, I don't know, you worry way too soon about this kind of stuff. This, like I said, is a powerhouse. It addresses multiple signs of aging. In my brain, it's for people that are more mature, people that are dealing with more mature issues like, the discoloration, the rough patches, and the deeper lines and wrinkles, but it does help with fine lines and wrinkles, yada, yada, yada. So if we were to do them in order, we would cleanse, we would do that vitamin C serum, and then, believe it or not, well, actually, hold that thought. Because vitamin C is ascorbic acid, I just heard that pronounced today from Siri because I thought it was ascorbic acid. So I don't know. Siri knows everything. So I'm going to say ascorbic. It sounds dumb. But anyway, ascorbic acid is, how shall I say? It's not really harsh, but I mean, it is like doing something on your face. So it has the word acid in it. Okay. So to me, the word acid sets up a red flag. So when you're using vitamin C, which is an ascorbic acid, you would not use your retinol right after that. You would use your vitamin C either in the morning and use the retinol at night, or you would use the vitamin C at night on the nights where you're not using your retinol. You would not do them back to back. You follow me? But as far as like the order that they would go, you always do your thinnest thing first, which would be your vitamin C serum. Okay. So assuming that is, whether you're using that or not, the next thing would be your retinol. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? It's like if you were doing both, you would do your vitamin C on a different day right after you cleansed. Then on this day, you would do your retinol. Whatever. We're moving on. Okay. Let's talk about wrinkle limiters. And this is what I've been trying to figure out, like what other brands, are calling their version of this. And I haven't found another version of this, to be honest. This is called Clinical Solutions Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. This is brand new, like it just came on the market for Mary Kay. But what it does have is an ingredient that has been around for a minute, and it is called electric daisy extract. And what that has been shown to do is to relax the fine lines and wrinkles. It relaxes the skin, that area, in a similar way to Botox. So it got me thinking, okay, so is Botox meant for deep lines at all, or is it only for like fine lines? And I did find out a lot. Okay. So get ready to be amazed. Botox, believe it or not, is really meant for fine lines and wrinkles. It will help deep wrinkles to a degree, but it is meant for expression lines, or what are called dynamic wrinkles that are caused from our expressions. So when we, make different expressions like lifting our eyebrows or squinting or whatever, the grooves that are left temporarily because of those motions, those are dynamic wrinkles. And as we do it over and over and over, the dynamic wrinkles get deeper and deeper until they become real wrinkles. Okay. So what these wrinkle limiters do is they address like those early stages, like when we're the kind of that residual, like when it's there still from making that weird expression, it will take, remove that. And then the early stages of where like we've done it over and over and it's becoming a wrinkle, it will remove that. But when it's a deep wrinkle, it might not remove that. Okay. I'm just being honest. It is meant for dynamic wrinkles. So it is really good to start this as soon as you start seeing, the 11s up in here and the extended crow's feet and that kind of stuff. And it is specifically, or at least this product in particular, designed for like the nose up. So this area here, the lines in your forehead, crow's feet, but it is not meant to be like in the eye area, and it is not for like these lines here. I found that very interesting. So like I said, the active ingredient is electric daisy, but then ours also has, so Mary Kay is like putting a patent, so it's patent pending. So it's French lavender, electric daisy, and rosemary. And so those three things combined, when they're on your skin, they have an effect, a relaxing effect, similar to what Botox does. 76%. How is that worded? Is it 76% as effective? Let me see. 76% something. If somebody knows that exact expression. Okay. 76 as effective as a widely used wrinkle relaxing injection treatment. So here's my take on it. I think that I think probably anybody would benefit from it. Okay. I think that if you are in the early stages of getting these creases and stuff, I think that you will be amazed. I know that the longer you use it, the better the results, like anything else. I also know that it's not a one and done. It's not like Botox where you get the injection and you're good for months or anything like that. You have to use it consistently. It kind of reminds me, I had this thought today. You know how limp lip plumping lipsticks and lip glosses became a thing, and it was like, the kind of like the same idea as like getting lip filler or lip injections, or what is that called? But not really. And so like this is like similar to the concept of Botox, but not really. But you would have to be doing this consistently. I think if you have extremely deep lines, I would probably want to combine that with the retinol. I probably would want to combine that with the retinol. So as far as like age timeline, I would think I would probably start out like with vitamin C, like if I was just being introduced to wrinkle stuff. Then I think it would be smart to start using this wrinkle limiter as early in life as possible. And whenever you're ready for retinol, that's fine. Like I said, my girls use it. They're young and gorgeous. I don't know why they think they need it, but you can use it whenever. But the last one, and then I'll look at questions and stuff. Why do I have my glasses off? I keep putting them on and off. Is a wrinkle filler. And this, I've seen other brands with this type of thing. And what this is it's usually encapsulated retinol, and it has polymers like literal fillers, so that like the deeper wrinkles, let's see, I have such good lighting that you can't really see my wrinkles. But I've got them. You would put it in like the deep wrinkles. Let's do it. Here we go. You put it right in the wrinkle and then you pat it in. And so it's doing double duty. One, it is filling that space, plumping that up. A wrinkle basically is a shadow because there's a big valley there. And so if we're putting stuff in there, we're eliminating that shadow because we, have filled that void with something. So it's doing that. Okay. Plus it has light diffusing properties and all that good stuff, but it also has the encapsulated resveratrol. So now we're talking about the deep lines and wrinkles. This is specifically for the deep lines and wrinkles because you can target that area. Okay. You can go right where the wrinkles are. So this is my master plan. Okay. I do the vitamin C all over my face, but I really focus on my décolletage because I seriously want to get rid of whatever the heck is happening down here. I'm not happy with that at all. Vitamin C is affordable, easy to use, doesn't sting or anything like that. I think any age can benefit from it. And it's the first thing that you would do after cleansing because it's a lightweight serum. So if you are using vitamin C at night, you would not do your retinol that night. You would do your vitamin C in the morning and do your retinol at night because they're a little too strong to be used together. Retinol is amazing. When I use it, I see amazing results. I have confessed that I'm not always super consistent. And so I'll have seasons of my life where I use this and I'm like, dang, I look really good. And then I'll kind of fall off the wagon and really you have to like start all over again. Right now, I'm off the wagon. Okay. I got to be honest. But I think that this is good because it's giving me an opportunity to see how effective the wrinkle limiter is. This is the Botox in a bottle idea. Other brands, I don't know what they call it, but the ingredient that you want to look for is electric daisy. And basically, there are botanical extracts that have a similar relaxing effect on fine lines and wrinkles caused by expressions. Oh, that's why I took these off. So, like when we're making different expressions, there are grooves left in our face. And those, sometimes it's left like right away. There's like something like an indentation that's left. Okay. That is your expression line, your dynamic wrinkle. The longer we do that, that dynamic wrinkle becomes the real deal. It becomes a real wrinkle. There's a word for it. I can't remember. So this is for like those initial baby wrinkles, basically. That's how I see it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But even if you feel like my wrinkles are not baby wrinkles, I have giant wrinkles, it can't hurt, right? It's just that it may not completely eliminate them. If you want to start talking about a heavy hitter for deep wrinkles, then you want to bring this Mamba Jamba on board, okay? This is your wrinkle filler. And what's nice about this is that, this is what I was going to say. Other brands have what they call a wrinkle filler, but they might just have like polymers and stuff to fill the crevice. Ours also has the encapsulated resveratrol, which is not resveratrol, sorry, encapsulated retinol, which is going to correct the damage. It's going to heal the damage. So this is like a double whammy where it's giving you an immediate improvement in the appearance of that wrinkle, but it also over time is going to, help the wrinkle smooth out because of the retinol, the encapsulated retinol. Okay. And maybe I'll put it up afterward. I'm not going to share it right now. I have a chart that kind of shows you the progression, and it does show the vitamin C next to the retinol. But I happen to know that you have to, be careful with that. So the order of application, vitamin C, retinol, the wrinkle limiter, and then the deep wrinkle filler. Okay. Now I'm going to put on my glasses, see if we have any questions. So if you haven't asked it yet, lay it on me. Okay. So, thank you for saying that I have been a help. I appreciate that. So we've got Joyce, Heather, Jean, Linda, Christina, and Christina's been using prescription works great. And that is a type of retinol, right? Isn't it? Or not? It's like in that vein, I know. And yes, so that brings up a really good point is that you can get retinol from a dermatologist and it will be an even higher strength. So I think if it's higher than 1.0, it has to come from a dermatologist, something like that. And so the reason why it was such a big deal when pure retinol was on the market was because in the past you could only get it from a dermatologist, but now it's available on the market. And I've seen it as low as like 0.3. This one's 0.5, but I have seen it all the way up to 1.0. So I'm not seeing any questions, but I know that there's some limitations. Let me look here. Like, I know you don't care, but there's a whole thing like Facebook versus YouTube and what I can see and can't see when I'm live. So let me just take a super quick peek and see if there's some probing questions over here because I hate to leave anybody out. I think we've got a few comments here. All right. I think we're good. All right. So anybody that has any questions about this, go ahead and leave that in the comments. I will come back and answer them. And I'm going to post the order of application chart. And also I'm going to post another chart that explains the differences among these 4 specific products. So like I said, I'm a Mary Kay consultant, so I'm using Mary Kay products as, to demonstrate. But what we're talking about is vitamin C, retinol, electric daisy extract, and then something that is a wrinkle filler with polymers, and ours has encapsulated retinol. I don't know what other people have. So anyway, so short and sweet. I just wanted to kind of introduce you to it all. And if you have questions, like I said, let me know. All right, let me just show you one last thing. I did use this morning, and it's crazy easy to use. So it's just like a really lightweight lotion, and you just kind of put it, wherever your issues are, and pat it in, and you're good to go. And you do this before your moisturizer. Okay. So this is, yeah, I guess I should have said that. So moisturizer would be the last thing that you would do. But, voila. I don't know. I took a really close up, ugly picture of all my wrinkles so that I could take another one in a couple weeks. So, you see, a lot of, let's see, I think 4 weeks, you see like the big results, and then 8 weeks, you're going to see. All right, let me read the stats. I don't know why I can't just remember this stuff. All right, let's see. Let's see what we're talking about. After 4 weeks, visibly reduce lines on forehead, extended crow's feet, and between the brows. After 8 weeks, this is a weird statement. After 8 weeks, it's 76% as effective as a widely used wrinkle relaxing injection treatment. Okay, well, interpret that how you will. But I'm excited about it. And I don't mean to discourage any of you with deeper wrinkles. I mean, I'm going to use it and see what's what. But I watched some PR on it today, and I've been, looking at some stuff, and my gut feeling is that this is really for initial wrinkles, what they call dynamic wrinkles, the result of expression lines, and not so much for deep wrinkles. So like I said, my plan, I'm going to use that on, this area, and then my deep wrinkle filler in here. So that is my master plan. Let me know what you're planning on using or how you're going to apply it. And if you have other wrinkle fighting products that you love, certain ingredients that you love, let us know, because, inquiring minds want to know. So hope that you got a little something out of that. And if you did, let me know in the comments. And with that, I will say goodbye. However, if you are part of my private Facebook group, I want to meet you back there, because I do want to talk to you about some of the new products for winter. So I will see you in Beauty Through the Ages in just a minute. Okay. All right. So I'll see you then. And everybody else, I'll see you next time.